Charujiwa. Just was your walk my way. They want where you want daily. You know what did it? What did it do? More what did it? What did it? What did it? What did it? I love the one I'm a guy. Singing of what is your wizard. And you have a quick one. I was in you, Pepe. Give the one more bloody when you go there when you want. Did I want? You know, did it one way. Presume what did it? Presume what did it soon? Represent the sunny bottom. I never go back. Money for nothing go far. Represent it. Speak of the house. Like I won't hold you. Elijah, my dear. I don't go. I don't tell you one way. Tell you one. I don't go. You are not your boy. You're not your boy. No, not you. Glad you're back now. Tell you one. Persona tele wao, ina blebani amoga, aidaka, ina jua naga, awo jua naga, nuawe jua naga, naga jua naga o, boda juwania, jua naga o, loyona tele serane, persona tele serane, owa tele we.
And of course, this one is called Telewa. Somebody told me about Telewa. They say, people that can make it, Lord, I didn't want to get spoiled. Yeah. Telewa! You want Telewa me? I didn't want I beg you. The person who made it, Lord, didn't want to get spoiled. Yeah. So look, we're here tonight again, and we'd like to say good evening to all of you. Welcome. This is 105.3 megahertz broadcast from Soweto, Grand GEDEH County, Republic of Liberia. And let me say, wonderful to have all of you here tonight, and let's have some time together. I'm here alongside with the co-host and his Archie ride. He's all the way there in the United States of America. How are you, Mr. Wright? How's everything?
Thank you, SHEKU. Good evening to you. Good evening to our listeners and those that have tuned in to participate in our important program. I am doing excellent, even though it is very, very cold here today. But thank God to be alive, and we look forward to a very engaging session today. We're going to be hosting former Senator Marsha Dennis, and I've seen the headline that said the local council approval of the $400,000. But Senator Dennis, if you're listening, you're going to get questioned on more than that. All right. You have a lot of good things out there that the people need to know about, and some decisions that you made as chairman on banking and currency that the people need to know. You served in the Liberian Senate for 9 years. That's a lot of records. So we're going to talk to you about that too. So please come ready. So yeah, so there's a lot of information in the little phone, lots on you. So please come, with your knowledge and your recollection, because we're going to ask you the whole 9. When I mean the whole 9 years, and including the topic you're coming for tonight. So we look forward to seeing you joining us today, so that we can have a wonderful show. SHEKU.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Listeners are encouraged to join us on Top FM tonight as we welcome former Senator Marsha Dennis on the program. I beg to differ. He will be discussing the controversial resolution signed by the county council, which grants the superintendent the authority to utilize $400,000 United States dollars to electrify 5 communities in Grand GEDEH County. Folks, don't miss it. Share the broadcast. Tito Quia, please share the broadcast in all of the chat room. Chris Beware, please share the broadcast. Samuel Fire, share the broadcast. Wherever you are tonight, just keep sharing the broadcast and let's have some time together. And Senator Abbott Marshall Dennett will be our guest. And ARCHIE and SHEKU, we are together tonight. Abraham Young Power Donkey said he wants to join, but we are waiting for Emmanuel Zaza and the rest of the team to be with us tonight. Mr. Wright, you know, you're coordinating the activities of giving out the links. So I'm sure those people who are there who wants to join.
Slip my mind. Thanks for the reminder.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So welcome to the platform and welcome to the platform. Abraham Cooper is not here to go around the nation in the counties. We are sorry Abraham lost his father, and Abraham is in Nimba County. So we are hoping that hopefully this weekend AB will be here or next week, and then he will go around the counties to tell us exactly what's happening in the counties. ARCHIE should have been here tonight, but unfortunately, he also is not here, you know, to help AB in that process. But good, we have Mr. Rai and Seku Koroma. We are here tonight on this program. G. Henry and Lexington, he said, watching you from Maryland County. Thank you very much. Aaron David Topa, please share the broadcast. Aaron David Topa.
No, hold on. Seku, you said ARCHIE is mean. Aaron talked about formerly the fully monetary for Dutch land. My regards to everyone. I'm a man, my man. You know them. I went to school together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
However you understand, Aaron.
That's good. All right. So Samuel Fire, please, like I said, share the broadcast. Is that Nawon William Jr.? He said, good evening, CEO. I'm watching from the KRTT Dominatory in Kakata, Mangibi County. Thank you very, very much. Just keep sharing. Just keep sharing. Ma Miata, we would like you to share as well wherever you are. Diallo Amadou. Okay, Diallo Amadou is saying, I'm following live from the FE community. Thank you very, very much, Diallo. And we'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you tonight on this platform. What we got on the plate, Mr. Wright, before Senator Marshall Dennett comes in, looking at what happened last night. We had Representative DB last night, you know, and Representative DB almost took 2 hours on the platform, even though he wasn't on the camera. Yeah, but he did well. He took 2 hours with us. What did you notice from his expose?
I think, first of all, he did a good job. There was a little bit of heat call, like you said. He couldn't appear on the video, and that I think that affected the program a little bit. But again, we managed to continue, and the audio was great. And he said a lot of things yesterday. Seku, he did say a lot of things that if you were living in the county, you would be surprised. But not only that, what he said yesterday cut across the nation. Because remember, and I want telling everybody this, right? We are talking about decentralization. We are talking about the LGA, the Local Governance Act. And this affects everybody across the line, whether you are from this X county or from that Y county. Because wherever you live, there is a local authority there. And that LGA or the Decentralization Act is going to be used by the county authority to affect your life, to affect your property. The decision to make would affect you. And so this is what Representative DB presence yesterday was important, because he serves on the county caucus as the secretary. And we wanted to bring him on so that we could talk about the decision that was taken by the local authority in the county. Because this is the LGA, my people. We have cried for this legislation. It is with us now, and we cannot just sit back and allow it to be violated, just like every other thing that's been violated in our country. We must make sure that LGA is adhered to and it is implemented accordingly. This is why it was important yesterday that Rep. DB came on. And some of the things he said, was very revealing. Well, revealing for the fact that one thing he said, and that really struck my core, SHEKU. He said there were double statements coming from the senator. from the superintendent. When they asked the superintendent, why did you spend this? Who authorized you to spend this money? Who is aware of your actions? He named not just one, but he named the vice president, the second in command of our country. He said the man is aware of it. And then he named several other people. But DB said when he went to do a background check, he spoke with the vice president. And the vice president said, no, I have no idea. Never spoke with the superintendent of Grand Junction County. I never authorized him to spend, or I'm not aware of he spending $400,000 on 5 localities. And that for me was an eye-opener. Because we have always demanded that our leaders, whether local or national, speak the truth. Be honest with your people. Be forthright with your people. There's a reason why every one of us champion, Traoré, Ibrahim Traoré, the Ghanaian president, the great Gerald Rawlings. Because these people spoke truth. They lead with transparency and accountability to do. So to have the representative telling us last night that the information I was given by the superintendent was not true, and that he cannot properly tell him, the secretary of the county caucus, about how he got the authority to spend $400,000 United States dollars, and without the knowledge of the caucus, it was frightening. It was frightening. And we're not talking about just a small bit of money here. We're talking about $400,000, my brother. I live in the U.S.
And it will surprise you. It will surprise you to know, Archie, that I spoke with Honorable Marie Johnson today. She's not aware.
There you go.
According to what I heard, she was shocked to hear the figure. I spoke with Jeremiah Gawosokan. Hopefully this week, before Friday, let's look at Thursday. Jeremiah Gawosokan, representative for District Number 1, will be on the radio. He will be on this program.
Okay. That's good.
So we are also looking at this week. Honorable Marie Johnson should be on the program. Now, from what I gather, Senator Thomas Yaya Nimle got the information for the first time when he was in Zwedru, when that particular, commissioning program took place in Portland. That was when he got to hear about this money. So immediately placed a call to his colleague as to whether they have any idea, because the caucus in question were being alleged that they are aware, and they even gave support in his statement. So he urged them that immediately he gets to town, either tonight or tomorrow, Honorable Yaya should be in Monrovia from what I gather. If he gets to town, he wants to have a meeting with the caucus members, be able to respond immediately on this, because they don't know. Now, let's hear some financial aspects, in as much as they will also be speaking to other national issues, in their regimes when they came. But let's also hear from them as they come tonight. One of them, which is Abba Marshall Dennis, to tell us exactly what happened, because from previous discussion when he called me, he said the council messed up. The council gave a blank check to the superintendent, and the superintendent used the blank check to put the money that he wanted to use on it and use it, because They are the one who control the money. And this is something that, I mean, we actually need to hear from the house's mouth. So when we have Marshall Dennis tonight, let's work around to see whether we can have anybody from the PPCC to come on this platform and inform the Liberian people, the Green GDs, as to what exactly is the threshold for a bidding process, a competitive bidding process, to be put up in the public, so that we know as to whether the superintendent was in error, and if he was in error, what are the penalties that either the superintendent or the county council should be able to go. I mean, that will be leveled against it. So this is not just something that we actually going to just, look, let go. If the people of Grand GEDEH County would want to speak because of the man Dodi, the man this, the man that, I know the other people from Grand GEDEH County will speak. And those other people from Grand GEDEH County are people like us, are people like you, are people like the ones who refuse to get involved with this local thing only to share what they all can get. Now it will surprise you. It will surprise you. One of the reasons why these people, the county council members, one of the reasons they actually stay long to have brought this thing to our attention or the public attention. I spoke with the superintendent last night. In fact, when Jacob DB were on the program, you noticed me kept on my phone like I'm talking. I spoke to him last night. The day the superintendent come in the studio, it will be trouble for some of the county council members. Do you know, Mr. Wright, that some of the county council members even sent text messages to the superintendent asking him for the share of their own money? I know those one. I know those one who send the text to them. Your text message you send the superintendent get it. That's what the people they do not talk.
Their own record.
Their own record. The superintendent get it. Yeah, use 80% of the money, no problem. The 20%, you will take 10%. We ourselves too will take 10%. Those who send your text messages to the superintendent, I'm waiting for my own of 7,000. You. That thing what you're playing with, you be careful. That text message you're saying, you get it. You know, you erase it, and you can erase it on that Facebook chat where you can go.
But
oh God.
But Seku. Either how can you? That's hard to argue, right? Because I mean, that's like it's empirical. It's right there. It can be shown. You can't argue with it. Clear cut. But Seku, that still does not free the superintendent and all those that are caught up in this alleged mess. It's alleged. Because I haven't seen the proof. It's alleged for me. All right. That they have not followed the PPCC. And I'm glad what you're saying that the superintendent is willing to come on because he has to let the people know. And like I'm saying, this thing is not related. This thing is not only restricted to Grand GEDEH County. Now we're talking PPCC now. It's even getting interesting. We're talking PPCC. It's not only just the LGA anymore, decentralization, all of that. Now we're talking about you violating the PPCC Act because there are thresholds that you have to follow. And when you meet that threshold, you got to open the process to public bidding. Did you do that? Did you do that? And if you did that, who are the people that participated in that bidding process? And how did LRB Energy win the bid? What did they do? We also saw in the chat room from our dear brother Dixon I call him Levi. I forget my brother last name.
Dixon Levi, see how
Dixon Levi posted an article that they wrote from the civil society, and I hope he comes on to that so we can have a little bit of chance to talk about. Oh, we gave him quiz the senator on it too, because he should have a say into this. It is unbelievable that LIB Energy has been giving taxpayers money and getting paid over again, you know what I mean, for doing their job. According to the article, the people have now put a 5 cent forward of their own money. It's either the superintendent or the lawmaker buying transformer or buying wire for them to go electrify a town. And then the charge for that. What is that? That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. SHEKU. Absolutely unacceptable. But I also want to say to SHEKU that when we spoke today and I got to know that Senator Marsha Dennis was coming on, I did a little bit of digging on Senator Marsha Dennis. And I'm saying it to you, Senator Marsha Dennis, you are not only going to be, quiz on the 400,000. You serve as chairman on banking and currency. Mr. Senator, that is a big, big position. It affects the day-to-day activity of the people in the country and the economy in general. I am an MBA myself. I'm going to have a conversation with you tonight. So please, note that as you come on. Because SHEKU is very important. I'm saying 9 years, a lot of things. Like I said, I found a lot of things that he did that the public found very questionable. And he was questioned on it. And he defended it. And I want to ask you in the public manner, why did he take that decision? Why was it prudent to him? Even though you have international body telling you don't do it, you have people in the country telling you don't do it, but he still think it was okay to be done. So we'll look into that too. So look forward to Senator coming on.
Okay, all right. So let's see if we can activate phone lines tonight with the last time we have 15 minutes to go. Let's hear you, my people.
So we don't want to recognize some of the people that are tuned in. I think we got a lot of new members on the board here. People that are commenting.
Yeah, let me start posting some of the comments on the screen so that we can read them. We can
be found on YouTube, right? As well.
It says
we're live.
Tito Kuya say you can understand the Sun CEO. I think he asked him. I was playing Telewa. My man, somebody told me what Telewa mean. So a lot of talking about you. So let's go to this one. Now William Jr. say, good evening. I'm watching from KRTT at Dormitory in Kakatama County. We go to the next comment coming in. Chris B. Well, watching live from ELRZ community. Let's see the next one coming in. Samuel Fire says, watching you live from my resident is Drew. Thank you, Samuel Fire. Please keep sharing. Let's see who we have there. Aaron David Tokpa. He said, Archie. Oh, let me get it. Aaron David Tokpa. He said, Archie, it's me, Aaron David Tokpa, fully monitoring from, is that Dutchland?
Yeah.
My regard to everyone. One love. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. So we go to the next one here, and it's G. Henry Lexington. He said, watching you from Maryland County. Let's see who we have here, Kami. The person is Diallo Amadou Corey or Ori. He said, I'm following live from FE community. So we move on to the next comment here. And what it says, great program, bro. That's Mayaman Lai F. Connor. Thank you very much. So we come here. Who's that? Grace Weir. Grace Weir say, watching from my Jensenville community. Don't sleep, rest, and come to work tomorrow. Still be enjoying yourself this time. So Anthony Prince Wardjolo II say, join you live from Dubai, UAE. Thank you very much. So we move on to bring Andrew Mimi Gwe. He said, following live from Monrovia, Johnsonville, Pepewuru Town. Just get rid of Wulu people on our side. Alice Wulu. So let's see who we have. Alison G. Ware He said, good evening, SK and Mr. Wright. I'm watching you from Putu Penoken. Thank you so much, SK. We appreciate you as well. Let's see who we have. Abbott C. Ware Jr. Junior, sorry. He says, see you, I'm watching you from Ando Street resident. So we move on to the next one here that says Staff Madison Tobber. He said, good evening from my end in Monrovia. So let's move on to get this pricing. Eric Willie, good evening to Top FM family. I'm Eric D. Willie joining from Barville community. So we move on to this pricing. And who's that? Emmanuel S. Smith. Thank God that I'm in class again tonight. Thank you very much. The principal right on the screen. The principal is right on the screen. Then we have Bali Walabo. Bali Wabo say, following you from Bond County. Thank you, Bayi. We appreciate you tonight. Who do we have next coming? Duete Ato Duete, watching you live from my home in Firestone, Magidi County. Thank you. So we move on to this other comment that says Prince W. Wajulo. He says, I'm watching from Dubai, UAE. Thank you. Then we move on here. Wilson Mao. I'm watching from Yekepa, Nemba County. We have another one, Fred W. Dua. Say good evening and good evening to the peace-loving citizen of Grand Jide County. I'm following live from Asano Road resident here in Zweju City. Thanks for this show. Then we move on to see who's next coming. Gibson Bo. He said, watching you from San Nicolas, Nimba County. Let's see if we can have this pricing here. Washington K. Bullet, Top FM family, watching you live from Monrovia, Johnsonville community. Thank you so much. We want to receive calls from Monrovia today anyway. I will put the number on the screen later on. So we have Edward Williams following you from Tinkers Village, Robertsfield Highway. Thank you very much tonight. And we have this pricing, Robert Sibo. He said, my name is Robert Sibo and I'm watching you from where? We don't know that. So you need to tell us. So we come here to Pastor Nathan T. Sami. He said, I'm watching you from Billaville community. Thank you, Pastor Nathan Sami. Ralph D. Wilson. I'm Ralph D. Wilson Jr., commonly known as Yago. Religiously joining and watching you guys from Ganta City, Nimba County. So let's move on to bring you this other comment here. Please keep sharing our broadcast. In no time, we will have Senator Albert Marshall Dennis, former Senator of Grand Jide County, on this platform. So Staff Madison Tauber say, Honorable Grand must vacate the county for his continued misstep in his leadership. You can't be making our county to be in the news for bad reason or ways. All right. So we move here to this other comment. Washington Waller. He said, I'm Washington J.J. Waller, following from our 24th Street scene called Bangay Town community. Thank you very, very much. Let's see who we have here tonight. Nure Jusu Malina Henryson. Greeting. It will be an honor listening to Senator Emeritus on this 4,000K matter. I'm from Gay Town. Thank you so much. And then we're going to take this pricing as our last comment coming in. Then we go to the phone lines. This person says, oh, Eston Legend Weezer. What happened, my man? You say your voice not too correct?
I think he said coming on.
They comment you. He said watching. Yeah. So I beg you, your man hold me content, please. So we have Doba Desta Doba, closely following from the nation's capital. Thank you very much. Eric Valentine Pine. He said, following you guys from Police Academy, Painesville City, Montserrat County. Thank you, Eric. We appreciate you tonight. Is that Woonsmoose Green? I'm waiting for the senator. All right, good. Steve Mao, I'm watching from Las Vegas. Thank you very, very much. So we move on to this person, Tua Joshua Pai. He said, I'm following from Pluto Technology Establishment. Appreciate you for coming in. One Small Green, I'm waiting for the senator watching from Totisville community. Thank you very, very much. So let's see whether we have this one. Prince Wajulo say, please add WhatsApp number, international caller. We're doing it tonight. Don't worry. We'll definitely do it tonight. Yeah. George Numbo, he said, greeting. Mr. George Numbo, what happened? We're waiting for you. You have to be here by now.
Yeah, Mr. Nubo is in the hospital. I was going to make that one. I'm glad you're watching. How you doing, Chief?
Oh, okay. Lee P. Lee say, I'm following from Monrovia, Dupo Road. Thank you, Lee. We appreciate you tonight. And let's see who's next. Stanley Wolo, he say, I'm watching from Peno Community, Zueju Grand, GEDEH County. And who do we have here? This person, what's this person saying? D. Nathan Zakpa, he said, following from Galitown border. Yeah, Galitown border. That's why he says there, Grand GEDEH County. And then finally, we'll read other comments, but we'll go to the phone lines. We ain't got no time. Abenigo T. Williams, he said, I'm Abenigo T. Williams, following from Monrovia, Clara Town. Thank you. Wow, we got special forces. We can't just let your comment go. Definitely. Yeah. Special forces say, I'm coming on, but let's get your comment quickly. He said, following from Blontan, you know, following from Blontan. You all the way there in UK, John. You don't know from Blontan. You all the way in UK, I beg you.
Why you blowing?
I agree with our comment there. Yeah, I agree with our comment today, tomorrow. Yeah, I really enter a closet right now, yeah. So Jefferson Sozin, I'm watching from Monserrado County. So let's leave it like that. I'm going to see how best I can post the number right now. And I want you to please just look at the screen.
And why you
the WhatsApp number is there, is 77105. Yeah.
While you posting the number, I want to also say that we are live on YouTube. I have shared a YouTube link in most of all my chat rooms that I'm in. Please, if you can join on YouTube, that will be well. If you don't,
you're right.
On YouTube.
Okay. So the numbers to put your calls on is 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. And our WhatsApp line is 0776 105 105 231. So you can put your calls on the website tonight, wherever you are, we'll pick you up. But let's go to the phone line right here tonight. Hello? Hello?
Good evening.
Yes, your name, where you call from?
And David Stein, I'm calling from Effie.
You call from where?
Effie community.
Welcome, let's hear you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, SHEKU. I actually admire the way you were actually discussing this issue. Last night, you were able to host the representative for District 3, and he explained himself better. I think the other lawmakers will take the soon step to come and explain to their people what they know about this 400,000. Yeah, so I actually admire it, but there are a lot of young people who, for each time when we are speaking out about things that are affecting the county, some of them, they will be there praising their leaders, all because they are getting mobile money for them. But I can assure you that this stage he has reached, it is something that is very difficult, especially for those people who are from the council who were able to sign the document and give it to the superintendent. Those guys, they are not helping themselves, because some of them, they are young people who people elected as youth president, and then other people that actually trusting. But today we are all frustrated, and I think what they are doing, they are going to get a pay for it. I've heard a lot of people talking about we should take them from the position. The issue is not about taking people from the position, but whatever you do, you should be able to pay for what you have caused for the county. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate you tonight. Keep your calls coming to 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Let's hear you tonight. Just keep your calls coming. Those of you who are watching, and we have the WhatsApp number You can also call on the WhatsApp number, and we will be able to put you through tonight. Let's take this pricing. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, Chief Seku?
I'm okay. Your name? Where you call from?
I'm Prince Kuden. I joined from ERCL community.
Prince, welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you, Brother Seku. You know the superintendent in Dodin deserve good for the county. You get me? From the onset when they were discussing about him coming in the country, you know, the citizens, they don't agree. But because the person has a certain interest in him, and why they decided to send him on the side. But actually, the superintendent taking our country back to where we not even believe for the country to go, the way he taking the country. So when the man not really leave the country, then for him to be creating chaos all of the time on the citizen. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Keep the calls coming to 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. This pricing. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Sheku.
Name where you call from?
I'm Jenkins Fremont Sion, calling from my community.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you, Sheku. This is just the beginning of on our ground. These are issues that will flex out when the mayor coming in the county to become superintendent. We didn't want him. All of people say the man from Bason district, that's our town. This is not town about district. We are discussing the county. And this issue was discussed. The Christian Council, the Muslim Council came to my place calling for reconciliation, of which on our grand number attended at Inner Chapel. Where are the pastors today? They should be the one to advise grand now on our grand to say, oh, these are things the church are flagging all that time. It's coming to pass. We just want the foreign issue. Now we came to, we are now on the $400,000, of which we have 8 administrative districts in this county. And then you talk about 5 transformers, 50 kVA transformers that we can buy for $5,000. You're bringing it into 5 communities. What is the benefit of the people that are in Bo and Plo? What is the benefit of the people that are in Niabo? What is the benefit of the people that are in Griot Tabo? Are they going to come and sit Israel to just look at the land and go back? If we divide the 400,000 into administrative district, each of the administrative districts should be getting about $50,000. You signing a resolution that 80% should go to LRB Energy. So even when I $1 million, we will take about 800,000 to spend it on transformer. How will you sign a blank thing? So this is just the beginning. We just just telling the county that what will happen tomorrow will be big. We are on a time bomb. Thank you.
Thank you very much tonight. Keep your calls coming to 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. As we are with Senator Abba Marshall Dennis on the platform tonight. Let's hear you. Hello. Yeah, name where you call from? You say your name? Let's hear you, ma'am.
You know, I wanted to call and put my coffee ball. Thank you very much. Sheku, something wrong. He's doing something and people starting their face, they cry on their hand. So more than just that on my AUAE, people move for it more. That's how the people looking. But he's great. He's great at a picture. He's great. What the woman that I found because something started a woman that can talk. For that woman, the first thing I was saying.
Hold on, please. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much tonight. Let's see if we can go to our international line. Hello.
Yeah. Morning, Seku.
Hello. Your name? Where you call from?
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm praying for you. I'm calling from UAE, right?
Okay. Welcome, Prince. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, the issue about the 400,000. You see, our leaders leaders will be elected in the county. The problem with for me, we will not bring those leaders. We bring the youth of regular county. We are the problem of the problem that we are creating today. Because if you think Zwazi is giving you $5 that you think is really better for you, you don't know that that person is damaging your image. And we celebrate bad leaders in our county with any other person. We're not looking at leaders that have vision, but we're looking at leaders who can pay us. We're looking at our future. And those are the number of culture within our leadership. So that's why you let us know, presidential and politicians, they have no regard for the citizen and even the country. There is no superintendent that can get country that has good record, superintendent of the country. This early administration up to present, we have never had any superintendent that ever had better record of that country. We have criminals who say government is still wrong. We have people rolling up control on new material that is left on. We have carefully that are stranded our machines. Up to present, we cannot get better dealers. Because we the youth of Grand County, they are doing it for us to stay as unity as one people. Will be fighting and spending each other because what? John Ray is receiving government money. This person is receiving your woman give bread. Will go to you to give you $5 so you can buy a baby talk. But you have to realize when you have this sex with your wife for the 9 months, you fail to realize you have to buy for your child. But you depending on representative, depending on superintendent, to pay hospital bill for your wife. And this is going to be a serious problem for Grand County owners. And this is the problem of facing today.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Anywhere they want to do anything, they will go free because nobody will speak. See, our forest today, what we are facing in the bush. And this is city is going again. Where is our community and the comfort machine? That's what the dimension. Where is today?
Thank you, Prince. Thank you. Let's Prince, you want to lead it. Prince from UAE, Dubai. Thank you. Let's take this person. Hello?
Good evening and good evening to the people of the city.
Your name?
My name is
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Let me thank you for the school. I think that are 2 points I want to stress on this. The issue of transparency and accountability. The thing that we are able to act. So, others are saying they are disappointed in the consequence of and that is because I'm talking of the names of the people meaning corruption but reflecting these things out at the end of the day for money and one is saying, oh, the people but it's just reality. Powerful 80% to the local authority here at superintendent. It's very good. In fact, I mean, it has no level of things even to prevent, to prevent corruption, right? It's a high level of corruption. So, the country those things, the people that are thinking that they are still representing getting to know that they came from a particular background. So the people are different groups, they are representing a state. If even the CSO that they representing the second academic in that, if they shouldn't go alone, I think we should be all the people who go. Questions deal for corruption, everything with yours. So corruption.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate you. I'm sure we have Senator Marshall Dennis on. Senator, how are you?
Well, I'm fine, sir. We'll give God the glory. How you guys?
Okay.
How you guys doing to the studio there tonight? I don't see your face.
I'm okay.
Okay. I'm not seeing your face. I don't know. I'm not seeing your face. I'm not hearing you.
Oh my God.
The senator has to move you to a bright spot.
Look at the video. Yeah, Senator, please, you have to move to a bright spot And yeah, Senator, we lost him on the screen. He's coming back. He will
Yeah,
move
he
to
needs to go to
bright
where there's
area,
not a
and
light.
then he can. Yeah, please. Definitely. Yeah. So tonight, and then finally, you know, we can definitely be 143504 0776 105 105. Let's hear you. For those of you on the WhatsApp, we can pick you up, no problem. You can also be a part, and let's hear you from the WhatsApp line tonight. Let's discuss issues that bring development to Grand GEDEH County. As we all know, the county is our common patrimony, and it's our responsibility to discuss issues for Grand GEDEH County. Okay, so Senator, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm even trying. I'm even trying the number now to call because I'm not going through on this link. So I'm calling the number.
Not true, Senator. It's just that your background.
We're getting your
my
audio
background
loud and clear. Your audio is very, very clear. People will not see.
All right, let me see. Let me see if I can adjust my background. Let me adjust.
Yeah, you just need light.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Let me adjust my background. Please.
Okay, thank you. Your video is perfect, but just get a light. That's all. All right, so
there you go. Now we're seeing you,
folks. There we go. Senator will soon be having
so
the light on. Yes, Senator, you are coming good now. You are coming light. See, be all right. Let our light just facing your face. It will be good. Very, very good. Yeah, seriously. So, whatever you're doing, folks, and however you're doing it, we'd like to say welcome. This is 105.3 megahertz. We broadcast on Zwedru, Grand GEDEH County, Republic of Liberia. And we will soon have the senator on tonight. Then we begin our day. We really definitely hope so. Yeah.
Senator, bring the camera down a little bit. We're seeing the top of your head. That's all. There you go. Keep bringing it down. Keep bringing it down. Keep bringing it down some more. A little more. So we're going to be able to see your chin and everything.
Okay, let me get this connected.
Let's see this time around. What we have.
There you go.
I'm sure we can work with this.
You got it in now?
Yeah, I think we can work with this one.
We can definitely work with it. It's not bad.
Oh, okay. It's better a little bit. Okay.
All right. Good, Senator. We can work. Yeah, we can work with this. It's not bad.
Okay.
But thank you for coming on tonight. How are you?
Well, good. Give God the glory. And hello?
We hope people will not be calling you on your particular line. And we pray so that people will not be calling on the identical line, because every time they call you, it will be giving some signal problem. Welcome to the platform. We have a legend. We have Archie, right? Archie Wright happened to be the co-host to this program, and it's titled "I Beg to Differ." Anybody can beg to disagree with you on this particular program. And the two of them from the US. Actually, welcome again. Once again, you have the senator on. Guys, please welcome
Dennis, it is good to have you.
Yes, sir.
I do not want to tell the public about you and our connection, but we go way, way back. You my old
way back
pops. You treated me like your son when I came to Monrovia. You got me to your office and you told me, my son, the place is yours. Come here anytime you want. And I'm grateful for that. Thank you so much. It's good having you on. And like SHEKU said, the show is called We Beg to Differ. We agree with you, but we'll take different paths just so that the Liberian people can know that, we're not getting cattle from you.
And I want to also say it's my pleasure being on. I'm elated being here. And Mr. Senator certainly will take different respectful views, but we will honor your office and we'll be respectful toward you as the guest. Certainly, we will be engaging you constructively.
Oh, so y'all will. So I actually know about Kato.
Actually been around.
I tell you, yeah.
Oh. All right, I think somebody has called the senator on his phone. So
yeah, because he's on the screen.
And I hope he's listening. I want to say something that will help him. And yeah, going forward, whenever you are on live, I would tell people, if you're using your phone, just hit that tap on it that says "Do not disturb." You see that icon on your phone when you hit "Do not disturb." If anyone calls you, your phone automatically rejects that call while you are on live. I would try to help all of my friends. Anytime you're on live, it can be you, SHEKU, if you're using your phone. Anything doing live, hit "Do not disturb." Anyone that calls you in that period of you going live, it rejects it automatically. No call comes to you. So anytime you live, just know that going forward. Anybody.
All right. So, Mr. Wright, you can take it from here. Let me do some technical adjustment as you do the talking.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. Look, it's good that we have a senator tonight, and you know he's a very important man. People want to get hold of him, and like you said, Legend, they need to understand. Sometimes you got to use your own intuition. Now you see the senator is live, or you calling him on the phone that he's using. You know, I mean, how is that?
Funny. It's funny. People will see someone live and they still try to call them and be like, "Why are you calling the person you see they're live?" But here's the thing. I want to say this before the senator comes on because we're going to engage him. I'm so happy, watching our people calling from the southeast, from Grand GEDEH, and all walks of life. They are calling in to speak directly to the senator who is listening to them. You know, the internet age has changed everything.
It has
everything kind of like visible. It's so transparent to get to your leader now and engage them. Look at people can just call from United States, Europe, Liberia, wherever the case may be. And it's a good thing. Back then, leaders struggle to get feedback from their people in the constituents. But now you can get engaged right now. Anyone can call from any part of the world, that from Grand GEDEH or just from the South or wherever, and engage the senator right now. And it's a good thing. I'm glad you spoke very well of him. That's a good thing. I like hearing good things about people in leadership because I always speak for the commoners. So I'm glad you spoke well for that senator. That's a good thing.
No, absolutely. You know, the first time I met him, we talk a lot on the phone. But when I got, it's different. You and the person talking on the phone, right? And you meet the person in person. Yeah. Hey, man, in person, I ever said we've been talking for all along. He said, "Come on, sit down." I said, "What?" When I first see the woman, I don't know, you know what I'm saying. But that's how welcoming he was to me.
Yeah. And it kind of make you feel very comfortable when somebody is receptive to you.
Senator, if you feel it's not going and we can't get you on the video, your voice is very important tonight. We can hook you up on the audio. Yeah. Because once you on, trust me, when people call you from there, we will not get you. That one clarity.
But he's in studio.
We'll not be able to get you at all.
And SHEKU is right. If his voice is clear enough, he focuses the visual. We can just do the audio and roll.
Yeah, the voice was very clear. The previous voice we heard from him, it was very clear. And we hope that we can use that particular voice tonight. It won't be a bad thing. We just want to get his analysis on this as serving in that capacity before. You know, when Senator Marshall Dennis took over in 2014, 2015, there was this county sitting that took place. In fact, that county sitting, they agreed. There was a resolution signed in Town, the 80-man council sitting, and Senator Marshall Dennis refused to attend that particular program because he just took over. And it was from that particular resolution they agreed to purchase the IVE moving equipment. and 900,000 United States dollars was resoluted to buy the iMovie equipment. Yeah. And he said he wasn't going to be a part of that particular process because he just took over. He never understood exactly what they were doing. So he didn't want to be a part of anything that will bring some level of disgrace to him tomorrow. So even the 900,000 that was resoluted, it will surprise you that they used 430,000 actually, right, to buy the iMovie equipment. I still got some of the documents. They pick up the body around 40,000, you know. The trucks and the 3 machines, they call it the front hand loader, the motor grader, and the compactor. I got the documents, you know, the bidding documents and everything. I got all. So they use less than $430 to purchase all. So what the balance money up to today's date? Nobody talks about it. You resoluted 900. The money was from the same social development account anyway, because when they saw that money into the escrow account, they had that particular, you know, discussion, and they said, look, we want to buy iMovie equipment for Grand GEDEH County. So they did a resolution. Then from there, the balance money they shared, because it was 1 million. So they shared the other one. They said our next county setting will have it in Konobo. So when they use the money, I asked them whether they ever had that county setting in Konobo. Nobody had that county setting in Konobo. So today the iMovie equipment we're talking about 430,000. What the balance money in Envla? You can't hear anything. So it's like it have become a culture of impunity that people can eat money in their play anytime and go scot free. Like what happened in Konobo of recent. They had one Sam Woolley there. He embezzled 111,000 United States dollars. The people came out, they say, we bake your I was someone, you're carrying to jail. We don't want to be cooking food and carrying it for him. So
what kind of life you living with people?
I'm telling you.
I mean, Sheku is laughing, but it's serious.
I'm telling you. Now, I was son, when you're carrying we don't want to be cooking food, carrying it for him. You know, we don't want to be behind the government to be baking. So you're forgiving and giving another chance. Can you imagine that? Don't just dismiss you, but forgiving and giving another chance.
Another chance, my Lord.
So stuff. I mean, if some of you tired with America and say, oh, let me come go eat some kind of free money, don't go to.
But based on what you just said,
yeah.
Sheku, let me just tell you clearly and squarely, the culture of impunity, as you mentioned, and the act of being so lenient and so forgiving, mainly because of our elders. A lot of people get away with a lot of things. Look at what you just explained just now. Somebody not only misappropriate funds in a huge sum, hefty amount, but the people are willing to forgive him, not only forgiving, but giving a second chance. We are so forgiving, and in hard time that we speak against these kind of things, and people be stern and firm and take action, because it's sad, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, let's forgive him, man. You know that I was son. Let's forgive him. So, Senator Dennis, if it's not possible to come on the video, because the audience are still, I mean, the audience still waiting. Okay, Senator is on the video.
The senator already come on his vest. There you go.
The senator is on the video. So, Senator Dennis, to the point.
Yeah.
Welcome and straight to the point. What thing bring you here tonight?
Still having some issues.
Senator, you can hear us?
He's frozen. Sheku.
Oh my God.
He's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen. Yeah.
I would encourage him to just make a phone call to your phone and you just connect him. Since
he came too clean. He came too clean. He actually came too clean. Let me see what I can kick him off again, then he can come back. Yeah. I'm sure the next coming back now, it will be okay for all of us. Senator, try one more time. If it's not possible, then trust me, we use the phone lines tonight and have the discussion. You see. So that's how it's been. I mean, Mr. Wright, Legend, for you to really find people counting money and people prosecute them. It's like, let me go into government and get something from there. That's the mentality.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, I mean, and simple that
people can't
so
just get
it's
it.
that we're
They
having a
eat it.
wishful
They
thinking,
like it.
right?
Nothing, you know. The party doing well. You know, our party is trying our best. The party is working in the interest of the Liberian people. They share and hide behind the party so that the people who appointed them will know that they are selling the party agenda. But realistically, they are very wicked to their own people. And I will not, Mr. Right. Sometimes the people themselves, now the people are about getting open on the 18 now. Because in the past, they've been feeling that those representatives, those senators, those superintendents, they are demon
above them.
Once you accede to that particular position, it means for that particular time your appointment is on, nobody can talk to you.
I agree, Sheku.
Anybody that talk to you has trouble for them.
I agree.
Who like the representative talking to so? Who like the senator you talking to? That was superintendent you talking to? So it become a culture for them.
Yeah.
You see. So folks, yes, we're trying to get Abba Marshall Dennis tonight. He came and he went. He came and he went with 25 minutes after 10 already. That would have been a lot of discussion for us. 25-minute discussion with Senator Abba Marshall Dennis. That would have been a lot of other information that will come up.
Sheku, thankfully, so we have this
let's
medium.
See if we can get him on.
Yeah, thankfully we have this medium, and the people can voice their opinions. Like you always take their calls. You take countless of calls on the show, which is very important for their leaders to hear from them, because the oversight, the number one reason why you elect these people, senators, representatives, is for them to represent people, and the voices of these people is very important for to be heard by their leaders. So yeah. I'm still audible, right? You can still hear me, Sheku? Sheku, you might be muted if you're not aware.
You are loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, the soul.
Yeah, but I think I'm clear now.
Okay, you're very clear. The sole job of these people in authority is to represent the commoners, the people in the counties that put them there. Like you were saying, back then, the people didn't have a lot of insight on what their leaders were doing. Like I can say for free, nowadays they take camera phones to the house when they're having section, and we can see, like, when they're having section, you see what they're discussing. It's very important. Transparency is starting to pick up in the country, and the more we engage our leaders, the better and the more transparent they become. Because why? Your voices can get to them pretty quickly and smoothly, and they can hear you out, and they can act upon these things. They are not above you. You put them there because why? Everyone cannot represent the county. So you pick one person or a couple of people to represent you, and it is your views that they carry out there and they implement what should be done for the county. So it's very important. You matter, and you should never start speaking to your leaders.
All right. Okay. What do you suggest, Mr. Wright?
I want to agree with Legend.
I'm trying to get up Senator Dennis on the phone directly. Okay. Go ahead, keep talking. Gentlemen. I want to see if we can get him from this angle.
Go ahead, Mr. Coles. You had a flow.
So as I was saying, I wanted to agree with Legend. That is the framework of a true democracy, right? The people engaging the leaders, and the leaders is listening to the feedback and acting on what the people are saying. So he or she is not in this little bubble or what we call a silo, separated from everybody. And when it, American call it echo chamber. When you speak, your word bounces back on the wall and comes right back to you. You wouldn't hear it yourself. It becomes difficult in that position when that happens. Welcome, Fred Legend. Good to have you. It's
the same with you, Mr. Wright, and our new co-host, the legend, and the man of all time, Sheku. Welcome.
All right. So I was saying, and that's a beauty, you know what I mean? Because a true leader, a good leader, wants to hear from the people he or she is dealing with. Even your family, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to break it down to the family structure. When you're in your household and you can't, your family, you and your family not communicate. You don't have that communication. You become lonely in the house. You know, there's a vacuum within that space, and you want to fill that vacuum quickly. You want to be able to communicate with your wife, communicate with your children, let them know how you're doing as a father, as a head of household. That's how the leadership is. If you are a leader within the community or in the nation, you want to hear back from your people. And not just hearing back, but acting on what they are saying. They may not be right all the time. But when you communicate with them, say, I hear you, but there is what I think. You may be right, but this situation, this order one here, this is what it calls for. These are the proven method that we can use to solve this problem, to fix the issues. But if you are just close up and you don't hear the people, and I like the point Legend made, it's very important. We live in the age of technology now. Look at tonight. We got people calling from the UAE. We're calling from across the nation. We're calling from outside of the country. We're calling from within Zwedru itself. Within Green. Look, I said I'm calling for Galitan, the border. That's, you know what I mean? I think the border way, if I remember my geography in Green there, I think that's with Cote d'Ivoire, right, Sekou? So we already know. I'm not even from Green.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's from Green. That's from Cote d'Ivoire, right?
You're right.
Yes. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's how close it is. So we are in this community together. So it doesn't matter where you are. You know, I was talking to one of my friends. They said, "My man, is it sure? You know, can we also participate?" I said, "My man, you'll be surprised. They're coming tonight. People from Europe, people from the Middle East call onto the show. And if you're listening tonight, you can see it for yourself. But that's how closely connected we have become. All right. So leadership now must take into consideration all of that. Understand that you are not in this bubble. You are not isolated from your people. They can see you. They can feel you. And you too must do the same to be able to create that oneness, that connection. All right? Yeah. But yeah, Sheku, that's it.
Sheku is in the middle of something right now. Maybe I'll...
Yeah, I'm trying to see what I can get on the phone. Yeah, I'm trying to see what I can. Oh my God! All right. Senator, I got this wrong. I was typing fast and I got this wrong, Senator. Yeah, let me read that. Mr. Fred Smith, how are you?
Was good today, so I should be good. The weather was good today, but I mean bad.
You handsome. Your video clear today.
I don't know. I can see the man clear now, man.
I think I made a special. making a special effort today. I see that. Now my boss not here. If my boss can't, if my boss not here, then if my boss here, then I have to put it in my pocket. That. But the image so clear, man.
The senator is still trying to come. He's still trying to come on the video.
Who the guest today? I have a guest for tomorrow.
The guest is former Senator Marsha A. Dennis. We can see him in the studio. I think he need to come on the stream now.
Oh.
And I managed Sheku to encourage him to try just a regular phone call too. If he cannot get through to the visual, he can just do a regular phone call.
Yes, I already sent the number to him.
Awesome.
I already sent the number to him. If he can get through the lines, then he could just come on the video. I mean, he could just call directly on the orange. I also wanted to have gotten him on they called it for me. I wanted to have gotten him on the WhatsApp, but I try all efforts. So, John, what's up? How are you?
John, my man, you see all the us standing on laying by like in some hotel room? Sit up.
Yeah.
John, you see, the platform. The platform teaching John the best of all of us.
Why
because everybody wants to see him in London, and so everybody wants to see him with the cold weather, you know.
Because the audio is blacked out, so the video is on, but
okay, Senator, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No problem. We can take you from this angle.
Okay.
We can take you from this angle. Thank you very much for coming tonight and welcome. How are you? How's everything in Monrovia?
Well, it's good. Give God the glory.
Okay.
So, yeah. And a very good evening to all your co-hosts.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was in flight and I got back up to city. The county council. The county council represents the national legislature. The national legislature, before a budget is passed, the revenue generating arm of the government will come up with a projection. They will tell the national legislature that in this fiscal year 2026 will be able to collect $1.2 billion. That projection, based on that projection, the national legislature will now appropriate the $1.2 billion to all the funding initiatives. So they are not going to be guessing to say, Ministry of Education, Mr. President, any money you get, take 10% for them and go to Ministry of Education for them to push up for 2026. It doesn't happen that way. So the first error in the part of the county council is to issue a blank check. A check that did not carry a figure, that they sign into. That was an error. Any amount that Minister of Finance gives to you, take 80% from there and go to the country. So the Ministry of Finance are giving the country authority maybe $10 million. That means they will take $800,000 to do what? The authorization is not just about take this money and give it to these people. You are also telling the entity what to do specifically with the money. Now, you gave an instruction that was open ended. So when they received the money, when the people received the money, the supervisor decided to do some of those things that were included
see the agenda as was being propounded by the students of the country that represented the country. And that is not how it's supposed to be. I even heard them say, at the time they got the money, was back to them and said, this is everybody here. You have always told them when they get it, what to do with it. They're not coming back to you. They're not coming back to you. They were in error. And I know that we have just started implementing the Local Government Act. Mistakes will come, but we should be able to admit those mistakes and correct them fast because we can't continue with this. When it comes to the usage, the citizen is responsible. Auditors can go on here, civil society can go on here, citizens of the country can go to find out what their $400,000 does. The council is representing the citizens, the residents of Nigeria country. They are not representing themselves. So five transformers. The priority for government. If you are calling and put people together to ask their opinion, you will hear different things. You can come up with a facility, knowing how much you got there, you'll be able to instruct the council authority the usage should be. Yeah, where the error is. The idea of our detail on what the 400,000 was used for. It was the buffer transformer. Take KVA transformer, not 40,000 US. That is not possible. It's not anybody can this. And listen, Lit Energy is not providing free service or free current for the people of the country. They will pay for the current that they will pay for the usage. So it will buy our own electric and buy our own wires and buy our own transformers. Why are we paying them? We have to be current from the and go to us at all. Everything that has to do with feeding a home with the today should be provided by Lit Energy. The selection of these 5 communities where these transformers were planted. I mean, it sounds funny. Yeah, listen to them. That's why I call you. I rather call you to tell the council to put the house in order. Because the council is the watchdog. There should be a coordination, collaboration, and check and balance group of people, local authority and the county council. Because the people are elected. They are representing the people. So they're supposed to be telling the executives the interest of the people, what the people prioritize. If they will start making this kind of mistakes, it's a regret. It's a regret. At the same time, their mandate may not end when they have given the authority. After they have done the recognition and go to the country citizen or the authority, then at the end of the authority, no. They have to make sure that the country authority will get the people live energy. What is it that they are doing to this? They are supposed to be providing oversight. And they know that very well. Their mandate extends to that. So they should also provide that oversight.
All right.
At all, to say the only 5 of 400,000 when one transformer cannot do more than 2,000. We have bought transformers. Different communities and even other places we have bought transformers. You know the cost of it. So it's not possible to can cost $85,000 so that 5 can be. It's not possible. But we are talking about the budget issue that is supposed to be the one, appropriately the money for the county in favor of the government. So that's why I want to come in. I mean, I'm going to put out to the council has to put out in order. They got to make sure before they come up with this kind of decision, they sit down and hear from the people that are, and then they take the decision. They don't let lawmakers are being in and there are people in the they can't get to them. It's just there and take decisions. The people are there to use. Find out from them. We have to know the amount that you are talking about. Be specific in your resolution. The resolution is vague. It's vague. It doesn't speak. It doesn't speak to specificity. So it's vague. Thank you so much, Segu.
Okay, Senator, before you go, let me ask a few questions and then the panelists will also come in. I don't know whether you will hear them because you're directly on the phone lines, and that's why I wanted you to have probably maybe getting on the WhatsApp, and then even the callers will be able to communicate with you. But we'll try to see whether we can get you on the WhatsApp after the questions comes in. Did the superintendent do wrong in this particular thing we're talking about? I mean, 400,000. I'm sure the PPCC law or the threshold for contra notification should be around probably maybe 200,000. You are a financial expert. Did the superintendent in any way wrong did any error by awarding the contract to LIB Energy that was 400,000, apparently without informing the PPCC for any due diligence?
Exactly. When you talk about PPCC, PPCC is another company in this matter. But I told you from my opening, I was specific with the council. The council, the way they do the authorization, if they are taking the time to do authorization, they know the amount they will have been specific with what that money will do. And it is superintendent, there's something else on the side, maybe I'm talking about it. But I'm talking about the error they made in the first place. But for the superintendent to spend 400,000, he had to put up a bid. The bid is competitive. He knows that. He was a lawmaker. He knows that. He exercised over some of these spending entities. He asked these very questions when they appear before him. He should know. So you can't just say one day. So a other people were able to supply, or to get you are buying. Now you just energy. I'm not too sure you bought it from someone from Lib Energy. You bought it from somebody else. The person you buying it from, if there was competition, other people will sold their own product. Others will sold their own product. You can't just take no competition and people might be involved. So because I didn't want to compound, my full aid tonight. I wanted to respect this for the council because I don't want the council making a mistake in the future. Because then they can mistake. But the superintendent is 100% wrong in everything that he did. You bought transformer and carry it to 4 tons. Why you have to take the thing you do that 4 tons deserves a transformer from the county social development fund? It's the talking about that will have to fighting to the so that they can be highly recognized. So why you can't talk about that? Why you can't improve their status so that they can be, or even those that they can? You can work towards making them compare with the other people so that they can also be recognized. That has never been a township headquarters. In fact, you talk about a city. Well, all because you are from there. Everything that is wrong.
Okay.
Everything he did is wrong.
Okay.
And I feel the reason why, I mean, he got all of the complexities in the country.
All right.
Why would you want to, blatantly, turn blind eyes on what the law provides? When you were once a lawmaker.
Yeah. So let's come to the county council. In fact, when the county council, they also did error, we all know. But with the kind of error that the county council have already made, is there any specified punishment that you know as a former senator, a lawmaker of this country, that should be leveled against them as council member?
The council will have to be checkmated, but it has to be the civil society. Now, the civil society has their representatives on the council, and they are the ones that are appearing on talk shows, justifying their mistakes, and that is not how it's supposed to. So they are answerable to the people. That error they made is punishable. Whatever the case, at the end of the day, even if the council right now is punished, and some of them are removed by any means, those that are still coming, but don't make this kind of mistake. So we are stakeholders of come and let them know, you know, the process that they are supposed to be following when they are coming out of such work. But I'm not going to quote directly the part of the local government act that created the council, you know, that talks about the kind of punishment when you make the kind of error.
Okay, with this error from the superintendent, can members, citizens of this county, write any communication, you know, to any institution, complaining officially and requesting the LACC or the GAC to come in, conduct an audit, and LACC also do what they think they can do, and if found guilty of non-compliance, you know, being prosecuted? Is there any way that citizens can be educated tonight?
Yeah, the county council has got that authority because they authorize the payment. That's why you see the GOP report to the national legislation. So the county council has that authority to come and find out how that 400,000 the county authority from the county to was being spent. Yes, they can do. And that's the only way they can also play themselves. Otherwise, they could be implicated in the expenditure process. Because when they are talking about, you know, giving 80% to lift energy, to lift energy, and 20%, you know, for the office of the superintendent and the council.
Okay, so let's hold it right here and see whether you can hear the panelists tonight. Panelists, welcome. Any one of you have any question to ask Senator Marshall Dennis, former senator of Grand GEDEH County, on this issue? Yes, Legend, let's hear you.
Mr. Senator, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Certainly, it's my pleasure interacting with. It's my pleasure interacting with you. Firstly, I'm going to premise my comments on the fact that Liberia, we are so much of a Christian nation that we say our country was built on Christian principles. So the book of Matthew says, "Let your light so shine before men." So the mere fact that you are doing your part to flag this or bring this up, it says and it speaks volume about who you truly are, and I appreciate that. You can only but do so much in your capacity. If you know people who understand governance, they know that a senator doesn't have the luxury of putting in place a superintendent. It's the presidents that elect or appoints the superintendent. So you can only but do so much. But the fact that you play your part, it flags it and make people to recognize what's going on. But I come from a journalism background, and I understand that there are two sides to every story. So will you be open to having SHEKU, the host of this program, invite the other side of this story that we're discussing in terms of the superintendent or some member of the council?
Let's make a clarity.
Reportage
Legend is the former senator. Legend, quickly. He's the former senator of Grand GEDEH County.
Yeah,
he's not the present senator.
Yeah. No, I know he's former, but I just out of due respect, as I call him senator. Yeah, so my question
straight to the point.
Is he open to having you bring on the other side of the party to studio to discuss the matter and get their side, because there are over two sides to every story? Thank you.
Well,
maybe you can read the story.
I'm playing between the audio and the become phone.
Sekou, maybe you can repeat the question to him. Is he open to having them come on to discuss this?
So, I know one thing you got is talking from the audio. I'm not being clear. Yeah, please.
Okay, so the senator say he's not getting you, so you can repeat your question kindly.
Yes, the question is, if you don't get me this time around, you can just say it to him. Is he open now that we've heard his side of the story? There are two sides to every story in communication. So is he open to having the other parties come to studio or via phone calls, and we can hear the side of the story so we can have balanced reportage or balanced views of these happenings?
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. He asking us whether you are open for other sides to come to studio to have their sides of the story. He's not alleging anyway, but he's going to answer that. He's not alleging. The senator is here to make some clarity as a financial expert. Yeah, so he's not alleging for other part to come and make clarity. Yeah, but he will come to answer that quickly. So let's go to you, Mr. John Akinure. Any question for Senator Albert Marshall Dennis?
Sheku, can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good evening to you, Senator Dennis. I mean, not that I have a question to ask, except that I have to appreciate him, to take upon his time to give his professional opinion on this matter as a financial expert and as someone who once served in the legislature. Because when they served at the time, the fiscal operation of the county development fund was operationalized by the legislators, because at that time they presided over the county council. They had decision to make. So the fiscal operation, they operationalized it. So I believe he has the professional and moral opinion. So I mean, these are some of the voices we were looking out for, and I hope him being an opinion leader, of our county, I hope he can use his proximity with some of those in authority of the local government and those serving on the county council, so that we can try to harmonize whatsoever situation that's unfolding with the whole 400,000 thing. I think there's a credibility issue around it. We found it very difficult to wrap our heads around the price of the transformer. So Senator, I appreciate you so kindly, and I will always look forward to having your voice heard on the key issues that matter most to our country. Thank you so much, and I look forward to more engagement of such.
All right. Thank you, John. Thank you very much. Mr. Fred Smith, let's hear you quickly to the senator. Mr. Smith, please unmute yourself.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead.
I wanted to hear from the former senator, looking at both the council and your former colleagues, which side you feel most sympathetic with? One is saying they do not have the oversight to the county council. They want oversight, and the council is saying they did not authorize the superintendent of that amount, and some of them saying they could get a transformer for or less than the 400,000. Which side are you most sympathetic with? Is it the money, or is it the oversight authority. I thought as lawmaker, you already have the oversight authority. So which side you leaning more sympathetic with?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Senator Dennis, would you like to answer that question? Which side are you more like sympathetic with?
Yeah. Let me answer that. Question.
Go ahead.
Okay. I restricted myself, and the council, it was the council that authorized the superintendent, just as the legislature will authorize the president. And they issue a blank check to the superintendent that any amount we receive, take 80% go to this energy. I am saying that was wrong. That was wrong. And two wrongs will not make one right. The procedurally was wrong, and that's why the superintendent also proceeded wrongly. But my problem with him is that he should have known even better than the county council. He being a lawmaker for 12 years. The local government act we're talking about, he is a crafter of that particular act. He knows everything that is in there. So to look at the law and can't eyes on it is disappointing. But the county council that the citizens are depending on to make sure that whatever expenditure the council authority will make will be by the approval, will be by the calculation started, but just blind say any amount you receive, it's going to live anyway. That's exactly what it says.
Let's quickly go over to you, Mr. Zaza. Mr. Zaza, any question? Quickly.
Thank you for having me. Welcome, Honorable Senator, and to all of my fellow panelists on the show, Mr. Nire, legend, Mr. Wright, Mr. Respect, the veteran, and to our CEO. I have a question, Mr. Senator, Honorable Senator. You were in the House when the Local Government Act was passed. And in that Local Government Act, some legislative functions were given to the local government. And you all sat there and signed it. Why
so
now?
I'm not asking this question. Please relate it when he ends.
Yeah. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Like I said, some functions of the legislature were given to the executive in the local government act, such as asking the superintendent to go and levy taxes, asking the superintendent to run the day-to-day activity of the county, and the county council going ahead and making this financial decision without the legislature. Legislature being the representation of the people. Their functions were taken out and given to the local government, but you were in the House and you signed it. What was going on at the time, and you did not question these things that are happening now? That's my question.
So let me just relay it. It says some functions of the legislature were taken away from them and given to the local authority, for the decentralization program. Like the local government coming to raise their own money, some oversight responsibility were given to them. You were in a House at that time. Why didn't you raise some eyebrows on them?
I don't know which functions we're talking about. We're talking about the county council having the responsibility of the local.
I think he's trying to tell us that the function that the local council is now taking should be directly under the jurisdiction of the legislature. Most importantly,
SHEKU,
the people whom people represent. Am I correct, Emmanuel?
Yeah, let me just say this. Like I said, what the council is doing today, if you can hear me, what the council is doing today, they are in the Local Government Act. They were in the House and these things were passed, which authorized the local government to do some of the things they are doing today without the involvement of the legislature.
If the question is the council is taking away the function of the national legislature, then I was telling you something.
That's why he's saying the function of the council right now should have been under the legislators. But why did you people sit down and allow that particular function to move from under the legislature to the local council?
The legislation said that the full function of oversight. That oversight is the responsibility of the legislature. But the fact that the local government itself, the local authority itself, has to have, an elected body that will also, channel the expenditure process. That is, the appropriation will go through them before they can, so that they can have somebody directly with them in the process that is also checking on them. Instead of somebody coming from capital building to this place. That's all about it. But no function is taken for the national legislation. No function is taken for the national legislation.
Okay.
All right.
Let me just say there, beg you please, for the last time. 1.5. 1.5. Section 1.5. The second paragraph.
Yeah.
The plan seeks to facilitate implementation of the meaningful and responsibility system of decentralization service delivery and to ensure transparent, efficient, and accountable management of local resources.
1 minute quickly. Senator, is it possible for me to call you on the WhatsApp so you will hear them directly?
Yeah. Let's
all right, so please drop. Let me call you on the WhatsApp. It's very important.
So if all of you got the local government, you can look at it. 1.5. Look at the second something. It said the role of the local government is implementation. Implementation of this plan will require strong coordination between the central government, sector, institutional actors, and local government. No legislature involvement. And you sat there and signed it. And now you're coming back today to question them.
All right. So, Senator, I'm sure you can hear us now, right?
Hello.
Senator, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Good. Emmanuel, go ahead.
Yeah. Senator Dennis, welcome again. Can you hear me, please?
Is it muted?
No, I'm not muted.
Can you hear me now, Senator?
Sheku, if you can hear me, I don't want you to read the last sentence. Yeah, Sheku, if you can hear you, can you please read 1.5 last sentence in paragraph 2? They want to say the role of the local government. Can you just read that part?
Somewhere.
Please. Maybe he will hear you. I beg you.
Well, are you hearing him? Are you hearing him?
I'm hearing Emmanuel loud and clear. Senator, can you hear me?
I'm not hearing you. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm not hearing you.
SHEKU can just go ahead and just read it to this.
I'm not hearing you at all now.
Not read it to him. Ask him to interpret it for us.
They were breaking in and stuff like that. I don't know whether he's hearing me too. But before we went to WhatsApp, Sebu, I heard him saying, I think he was quoting some provision of the Local Government Act that that looks like functions were being taken away from the national legislature to the county council. All right, if I got it right.
You are correct.
Okay. So Emmanuel should not be talking about why would they not talk about this other function that's supposed to be for the national legislature instead of what the whole thing changed around. But that function that they are performing is an extension of the function that the national legislature is performing. National legislature had the oversight responsibility over the entire ministry of local government. So the superintendent, the district commissioners, and all people, we stay. I say we. The legislature still got oversight over over those people. The function is not taken away, but these are people, the county authority, and so they are the ones that are supposed to be exercising that function on behalf of the national legislature in the county. That's all.
I think, Emmanuel, that's answer your question. They did not take any function away from them.
And second, the focus here is about the manner in which the authorization was made by the county council to the local authority, and the manner in which the expenditure was executed by the local authority.
Okay.
How the local government act was prepared, who didn't do what in the preparation and all of that. Well, that one that another debate by itself. We can just open forum for one day and walk about it. We can start from chapter 1 to the end. Then we'll talk about it.
All right, thank you. Mr. Archie Wright, welcome quickly. If you're not talking, please mute, my people. Let's bring in Mr. Wright. He hasn't spoken.
One of
Wright,
his
let's hear you. Okay, so while we are with Mr. Wright, let's go to the phone line, quick interact with some people, and then come back. 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Senator Abba Marshall Dennis, former senator of Grand GEDEH County, is our guest tonight. If you want to be a part to ask questions, you can definitely do that. We also have the WhatsApp line activated. Let's go to the line and take this question. Hello?
Yes, hello, good evening.
Your name, where you calling from? Is it Paul Ramsey?
Yeah, this is Paul Ramsey.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, so thank you very much, SHEKU. Honorable Dennis. Okay, probably not, he's not getting us.
He's hearing you loud and clear.
Yeah, so Omer, I just want to greet you and say Happy New Year. It's been a while since we stopped hearing you on the radio or the community radio. So it has been a pleasure tonight listening to you to provide clarity and give us an insight of how the county council proceeded wrongly and the procedure. I think all clear. What we need to do now is to ensure that there should be a check, as you suggest, there should be check on the council. Now, what I learned during the dedication of life was that those issues, those things were resoluted based on decisions reached at the drafting of the county development agenda. All right, which is now inclusive in the national development agenda. So, the likelihood of communities is not isolation of what was drawn in the county development agenda and is also inclusive in the national development agenda of the Liberian government. So, except that there are procedural issues which you actually spoke to relative to the issue of approving or making allotment or the expenditure, or expanding the funds allotted for projects, and there are procedural errors. That is where the media or the community members or Nigerians, generally Liberians, should take note so that if there are errors, those errors cannot be repeated. Because if they are replicated from time to time, they seem to affect our economy, the growth and development of our country, of our county. So we take that very seriously. The last thing I would like to speak to is that many times people will wait for something to happen, and by the time you start to raise points, the next name they will call is like a PRO. Nobody will call a PRO, but they will always want to call you PRO. So what we need to do is that in the absence of waiting for an incident to occur, that will be disastrous or to create some level of effect on the communities, there should be from time to time awareness. Let the county council come on radio. Let them give us an idea of what they do, but not everybody knows about what the county council does. All right, how they operate.
Thank you.
How they do that from time to time, and they will help in a larger extent to educate citizens so that when they make mistakes, they can serve as check and balances for them. But thank you very much, Honorable. Thank you for coming on the radio.
All right, thank you very, very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, let's take another person. If we can, put your calls on 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Okuman, good evening. And let me say good evening to the Honorable Senator. Happy prosperous New Year. Good evening to all of our professors. My name
Thank
is
you, and
retired
many happy
Captain
returns.
Emmanuel Esdo. All I know as Belika too. We don't forget
Nice
to compare to do the right thing. All right. I have a question for the Honorable Senator. And that question, I just want to get in line with the question you asked, Sheku. In my mind, the Senator did not answer it to the convenience of us, the public. That is, what is the way forward? Is there any possibility of bringing in GAC or LACC to conduct an audit? If yes, what's the process to go through as a citizen, not county council? We, the citizen, what's the way forward that can help us in bringing any of these institutions to conduct audits on our behalf? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take another person.
Yeah,
Senator, please jot down these points, and we'll give you time to respond to them, Senator, please. Keep your calls coming to 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. This person. Hello?
Good day. How are you?
I'm okay. Name, where you call from?
This is Harrison Mary, and I join you from Capital Side.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Well, I want to extend greetings to the speaker and your platform guy. And so, actually concerned about the transparency aspect of this entire county council.
Okay.
And I strongly believe that they are definitely not reading this local government out of 2018. And so, as to the Local Government Act, Chapter 2, Section 2.8b, it says that every decision of that county council should be published, or they should be accessible in the media within that county, right? But then I think this decision that we are discussing today, that resolution, it is something that was made since March 2025. And the media did not even have clue to that resolution. There was no information about that resolution till today. We are hearing 400K USD, for which it is being published today, or that we are getting information about it. So I think that council by itself has failed the people of Grand GEDEH. We as a people, I think it is about time that we start to maybe govern our ideas to see how we're to settle that. They have failed us. They did it intentionally. You had a resolution in March. You refuse to tell the people that, yeah, we made a resolution and this is what's supposed to happen. You didn't tell us the distance, and you are telling us that you didn't probably really do it intentionally. Moving forward, I had a little observation in regard to that local government act, and thank God the Senator Emeritus is online. So this observation, it is basically about what should be done if council members prove themselves to be either incapacitated, like right now with the case of Grand GEDEH. All right?
Yeah.
I read that local government act, and I think the people are being strangulated instead of all of the power to the county council. So the local government act, they say in chapter 2, section 2.11, it says that to remove a council member who is either incapacitated or whatever, or who has proven to be not worthy of providing certain service, it is only the council that can decide that. So you see the problem we got with our entire council. How can we move ahead?
Thank you. Let's take another person quickly. Hello?
I say good evening. How are you?
Mave?
Yeah.
Let's hear you quickly, ma.
Yeah, I want to say happy New Year to the Senator. I want to say good evening to our family.
Thank you, ma. Thank you. Thank you, ma. I wish you the same.
Okay, and that money is too plenty. Grand GEDEH is not developed, and that money too much. So if I want to ask the Senator, so are we going to waive this money and say the people made a mistake by hearing a whole lot of mistake thing or mistake? The money too much. So are they going to go with the money and they'll just go like that? That's a question I have for the Senator.
Okay, so we're going to take our last lucky caller, and then Senator will respond to, the questions. Finally, let's take our last lucky caller, and this person is our last lucky caller. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, Shegu?
Fine. Name? Where you call from?
Prince Kuduna joined from ERZ.
Prince, let's hear you.
Now, I just want to ask the senator this question. The issues about this forest, they hear about it, and now we're discussing 400,000 as a senior members or senior citizen for this country. Because right now he's not part of the government. Senior citizen for the country. What is the point of view concerning about the money business? That we hear from him too, because he just clarified something, but we want to know why he's going to pay to this money is in the country. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very, very much.
Okay,
Senator, we
so,
hold it right there and give it to
yeah,
you to answer these
thank
few
you.
questions. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Sebu. I think I got one question I had to answer. And that one question is, what are we going to do with this kind of mistake that is made? Everyone is asking the same question. Except Prince, last question when he said this kind of money, what are they see 400,000 you're talking about, or that the forest money that brought the superintendent of Monrovia you're talking about, that one I don't know. Because we have established that the council is in error. The council itself admitted, that represented the council in your studio, SHEKU, they admitted that they erred. So now that they admitted the error, because they didn't even know the amount of money that was in escrow for the county, that they are authorizing the local government authority to use. That's the first thing. They did a memorandum, this resolution since March 3rd, when you were reading it, I was listening, since March 3rd last year. And they are supposed to be meeting quarterly. Quarterly meaning they should meet 4 times. So March 3rd, according to them, they said our emergency session. They have 4 regular sessions in 2025. They did not realize this mistake. So somebody spoke just a while ago and said this money is too much. These people are not mistake. They meant to do it and all that. Anybody saying that, you're also right. But here is the catch. It is the council that has the authority to check on the local authority. The citizens got the right to check on both the local authority and the council. But first of all, pressure can come on the council to get the local authority that they have given authority to take 400,000 and get to live energy, whether they follow all the procedures and all those kind of things. If the procedures are not followed, they can invite, auditors to come and do the audit and do the needful. If they are dragging their feet and they seem not to be willing to do it, the citizens can come, and citizens got it right. The same way citizens can leave from the county and come to Monrovia to go to Capitol Building and present their petition, they can also do it to petition, the authority to say, we want GSC to come and explain how this money, to audit this amount of money that the people use from our coffers. The lady just said it, true. There are so many things in the country that we are yearning for that we need to do with money. 400,000, that's not $400. That's so much money. That can go for only 5 transformers. Yeah. So, the citizen can come together. But the question is, what can we do? What can the citizen do? What are the citizens get right? Citizen got it right. You can come together and do the communication to GSC. You do it to GSC, okay? You do it to LCC, LCC will come. You can do it to the minister of local government and tell the minister that this is what you observed, from the actual superintendent for thing, and then you want GSC to come and see how this money was spent, because it's for the county. So I'm not just saying it should be waived. We shouldn't talk about again that error. I forget. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the procedure in getting to what we hope to get out of it. So that's what we can do. But first of all, the council must be held liable for issuing a blank check to authority that took advantage of their limitation and did what they did. So let them call them to book the money that they took, because they didn't even know how much they were taking out. They said they got 500,000, they took 400, which was 80%, and they did not go to live energy. They bought transformers. Let them, call the local government, the local authority to book, and ask LCC or GSC to come and do the audit, and then we can move from there. If they can't do it, then the citizens can also organize themselves and do a petition to the Internal Affairs Ministry, and then get the GSC to come or the LACC to come and do the investigation. That's all. I'm not saying we should waive it.
Okay. Thank you, Senator. Thank you very, very much tonight. And we like to appreciate you for coming with 24 minutes after 11 o'clock. We can let you go if we can. Let's take a parting comment and we'll do our post analysis while you're away.
Can I ask him one question?
It's a pleasure tonight talking, on this particular issue. I think for us, I shouldn't be the only person. A lot of, we are many as former senators, former superintendent, former, ministers and all that. But as a stakeholder, when you are talking on an issue, you must be able. When I heard about the 400,000, I had to ask questions. The superintendent, contracted the, some portion of the forest about 500 acres to some Burkinabe and all like that. I had to ask questions. I have to know first what it entails before I can also the radio station important call me for me to comment. I can't comment if I don't have the details. Because what comes from me is a policy as a former lawmaker and a stakeholder. It's a even though I'm not in authority right now, but giving my position, people will take it like that is the fact. Let's rush into it. Even this one that happened with the 400,000, I called some members of the council, and they told me they were going to call me back to explain, because I know we're going to get to this point. That money is too much for us to just look at it and say, let it go down the drain. It's not going to happen like that. And I have explicit confidence in the leadership of the council. But the way they were represented in your studio yesterday, I'm disappointed. I'm very much disappointed. So they need to put their house in order, as I said, check on the local government, the money they took, what they did with it, let them explain it to them. Like the other man that was quoting some provision of the Local Government Act. All right, you did a resolution since March 10. It was not published. And we had the freedom of information. Information that is for the consumption of the public. Let everybody know, what it is. All these are the errors that were made and all those things. So, but let them, once we can know how that money was used or where the money is, at least then they have taken a step. Then we can come back to them and tell them about the mistake that they made. But let's first of all make sure how the money was, if it had already been spent, or only some portion of it had been spent whatsoever, let's get the understanding first. Thank you so much. I want to thank all your studio guests, your co-host, for this program tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Senator, thank you for coming. We hope that next time you have the time to come with the video, and we'll be very much glad. Gentlemen, let's go for our analysis. We have to let the senator go.
Oh.
Emmanuel, please take it from right here. Post analysis.
Thank you so much, Sheku. This exposes the inability of our legislature over time. They sat there and signed this law. This law was a pilot project. The law says, let us try this in the first 5 years. If it got issue in the second 5 years, that is from 6 to 10 years, we are made certain things inside. Now, if you read chapter 2 of that particular book, it took powers from the legislature and give it to the executive. According to our constitution, only the legislature can levy taxes. The local government said the superintendent will give more levy taxes. They didn't see that one. The local government act says the superintendent will oversee all these things and only report to the minister or the president. There's nowhere in that law that invite the people through the legislature. They don't need approval to act. That's what the law says. From 2018 to 2023, before you left that place, you did not revisit that law to take out certain things from the superintendent. Sheku, until the law is amended, the local government is not wrong. The only people who are going to hold them responsible is that they are not keeping a periodic reporting system according to the law. The law says from July 1 to December 31st, the local government should make report to the people. That part, you can hold them for it. But when it comes to how they use that money, what they do with it, whether they go build their girlfriend houses, you don't have authority as council person because you were there, you voted for it. This law exposes the inability of our legislature. Now I understand what Honorable Sokan is acting. The position he took, and now I'm going to support him. Because the people sat there and they allowed this thing to happen. They passed the law. And that's how most of our laws have been passed. They will blame the president. Oh, the president, we are sitting down there. Or president said, this sit down there. They think not happy. When the legislature sit down there and get everything to the president to act. Then when the president act, let them blame the president. You see what I'm talking about? It is the fault of Honorable because you were in the house when the thing passed. He took the power and go to the superintendent. Then today they're talking. The superintendent can even go ahead tomorrow and sell Tome Palette. You don't do anything because you're getting all the powers. You're only accountable to the sector or minister who is the internal minister or the president. That's it. They can go there and complain, say, we want the man, and the president agree that man will not move from there. You can't do anything. That's what the law says. Go and read it. I have the original copy right here. Not the revised one, the original copy, chapter 2. It says, and let me just read a little bit of it. It says, let me forgot removal. Let me go all the way back. I'm sorry. Please just give me so much. Let me just read about it. Legend, welcome. My first time being on the platform with you. Power and authority of the local government. Chapter 2:1. The local government shall be responsible for the overall management and development of their respective jurisdictions. That is the county that they have. They shall exercise administrative and fiscal and political authority, give direction to, and supervise administrative, fiscal, political, security, and developmental activities. The central government shall ensure the powers and authority devolved to local government shall be exercised as envisaged in this act. They put exercise and you can start complaining. When you start and sign it, give it to them. You send your son to school, you get me $200. You say, you tell him every time I give you money, you go to school. For you do anything with it, the boy go to school and buy opium. He say, I tell you about opium, but he say, you don't do anything, you do it. That is a mistake we made. This is a mistake. Instead, they need to revisit the thing and refute it. Until then, they put the mistake they're making, it is mistake that is legislature give them. I'm not saying they are right, but the mistake they put made, I want to suffering us today, my brother. Thank you. I hold by for now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Smith, let's hear you.
I wanted to ask that same question that Zaza just asked. Because if they supported the other lawmaker to come up with another document to take away, instead they gave their rights, and then they want to take their right back. You should have the oversight responsibility. But he feel that the new document that he's submitting to his colleague, he said most of his colleagues have agreed with him that they need to have oversight power over the council. So that means to show that something they made a mistake about what Zaza alluded to, that they want it back. So why would you come up with another document and say you should have oversight power with the council? But then when I talk to other people, they felt that no matter what happened, the lawmakers still have oversight power. Now, if they have oversight power, why do they have to create another document asking to have oversight power over the council, the money that the council, they don't want to know how the council spend the money. By right, the lawmakers should have oversight power to even call the council or call the leadership of the council to plenary and ask questions. So why he asking for additional power? So it showed that something went wrong. Something went wrong. Yeah.
Honorable Smith, the mayor was asking for the repeal, repealation of this document. You are not in the house.
Okay.
In the house. But the man who spoke right now, Honorable Dennis, you are in the house. You signed this document.
Yeah.
So my point is, now if Honorable Sokan speak, I will listen. If Honorable David speak, I will listen. If Dennis speak, I will listen. If Nimla speak, I will listen. But not Penu, not Bole, not Grant, not Dennis, because they signed this
people
document.
who were there at the time.
That's what I'm saying. Those who are there, who signed it, they shouldn't be talking because they give the power to the people. Now, DB can talk because DB were not there. He can say, "Oh, I was not there and it passed, so I want it to be repealed." So can say, "I want it to be repealed." Now, you told people from the what happened?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
25.
I mean, you see me, man. I thought I better drop. Don't do that, Sheku. Stop that hard joke. Hey, no, like what I'm saying, right? DB wasn't there, so DB got a point. Sokan wasn't there, he had a point. Honorable Johnson wasn't there, she had a point. Honorable Dina wasn't there, he had a point.
Right.
But Penny was there, Danny was there, Brent was there, Bully was there, and they all agreed to say, "Yeah, you're giving power to the people."
But Jaja, with all of that, the lawmakers still have oversight power to call when things are wrong with the council or call people for clarification. They still have the power. Why they crying for power? That's why I can't understand too.
So you can interject anytime.
Yeah.
There's a cross.
I want to add to that. I want to say the only leeway or pass we could give them is, hey, I made an error, and in good faith, I want to rectify that error because it's always good to do right by your people. But you are sent there by the people.
Right, you're right, Legend, you're right. Like that's what I'm saying. People who are just coming out, they are asking to repeal it. Very good. Sokan asked to repeal it. Of course, I was questioning it. But I got to understand that even the day they came on our show, I was asking, but when I went through it after I said, but he's right. Because the Constitution said only the legislature can levy taxes. The local governments Act say the local government can levy taxes. Can you imagine that? And they sat there and signed it. The local government Act say the superintendent should only report to the minister or to the president. It had nothing to do with legislature. Everything that has to do with local government.
No. The local government Act says the superintendent will report to the county council and the president through the office of the Ministry of Local Government. So that's the internal effect. So the local government is also reporting.
That is correct.
The local government is also reporting to the council.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. I said, all right, they report either to the minister or to the president. The legislature is not involved. That's what I'm saying. The local government has to do with the council and the superintendent. That's why we got the local government.
Now, guess what? It has to be official.
Or to the president.
Guess what? It has to be official, and I'm sure when we're hosting, hopefully Jeremiah Gawosoka this week, we're supposed to be hosting him. That will come up. I just got to know that that identical act, that bill that was introduced, has been passed from the lower house. It's in the Senate for concurrence, and they will concur and will be sent to the president. To be passed. For him to sign it into hand bills or so. So in the next few months, the identical thing that happened, from what I got today, is not going to happen because they're going to be fully involved with a particular process.
Yeah, but
Sheku, and that goes to my point. You just buttressed my point. Having balance of the matter, because bringing in the other party, the gentleman you just inferred that's coming on, it will help to give out the audience a good insight and further insight in what is unfolding.
No, but it would be too late. It would be too late.
Right.
Well, it still helps.
The thing is, they're going to linger for long. They're going to the president, right? The president has to sign it. Now, if the president says, okay, what happened? I think because of that, please revise it. Do you know how long it's going to take?
But
right.
But then they have to revisit it.
I come here. That bill has been on the floor. We are in the second fiscal year. That bill might be on the floor until go to the fourth fiscal year. It's a great mistake. We're living for a while, but people, let's get ready for it.
These things get very intricate.
This is just a lesson that when we letting people in the house, we should be able to elect.
So if what SHEKU is saying, if the both houses pass the local act or maybe upgrade the local act, will that affect the local governance? Because then they say they want their power back. That's the only key thing of that. They say they give the power, they want their power back. So it looks like a small children who give the power and want their power back. How would
Exactly
that
like what Zaza said. You are so right. Exactly like what Zaza said. You send your child to school with some funds. And you didn't regulate the child to say, hey, you can take this money to school, but you cannot buy anything that is illicit. So now you want it back. Yep, it gets sticky. This issue they get very sticky.
Even at this, right? Even at this, if you now continue to read through it, when it comes to the meeting on how to decide things to happen in the country, legislators are not invited. In the meeting, legislators are not invited according to the act. That the council, the superintendent, that's it.
The local government,
the superintendent, all the local officials in the council. So whatever they say in that council, if they say, okay, as of today, no representative should come in the country here, that the law, it becomes a law. You're supposed to think before you sign the kind of thing. You can't get a absolute power. There's a reason why. There's a reason why they divide the government in that way. Legislature this way, executive this way, and judiciary this way. But you, the executive, you the legislature, you sit down there and take your power and give it to local government through the executive. How do you hold them responsible when you already took yourself out? You should always be involved. The chief justice report to you. The president report to you. So those who honor the president and how to do the superintendent is supposed to report to you. But you sit down there and sign a law.
And Zaza, something just crept on my mind. SHEKU, is there a way we can even one of our guys in the comment section raise this issue? Is there a way we can authenticate, if it's not exact figure, what's the surrounding amount revolving this generator? Okay, it keeps coming up, and it seems to be, it's very important that people have an insight. So can we find out, to know, because the former senator just raised the same issue about the figure being inflated with the purchase of the generator, and he's denying it and he's challenging it vehemently that cannot be the purchase amount. So can we just go from here and see if the
transformer in question
issue? Yep.
The transformer in question, people been buying even the business people been buying transformer here.
Yeah,
we got a businessman right around or who bought the transformer that we're using right now.
Excellent.
The transformer is not even quite 10,000 or 11,000. Some of the transformer they bought is around 5,000. I remember sometimes back when we put our money together in Jensenville, we all put like $10, $20, $15, and we generated around 3,000 or 4,000, and it went and
acquired one.
150 kVA transformer, 160 kVA. Was it 160 or 100 kVA? They went and bought it. They brought it. Now they got individuals who have bought transformer in this county around, 60. I mean, how do I call it? 7,000, 8,000, and 9,000.
Yeah, in that neighborhood. Yeah.
Now, it's in our range. So even if you say you're buying transformer for 10,000, no problem.
Right.
All right. So for me, I don't want to go into this transformer thing. What we want to rectify first or justify is the superintendents, had this agreement with the LIB energy. It's a public document. Now, not to say that somebody money, personal money, that people money. So we need to have a copy of that identical agreement that allow LIB energy to do the work. So everything here is they say, I say, they say, I say. The only thing that is not they say, the superintendent made it very clear that he got 400,000 to electrify 5 communities.
Right.
US dollar, that's not liberty. We need to know, we need to have that agreement in our hands to be able to discuss it. Why are they holding on the document?
Why?
They signed a document since March 2025. That January, the document come up. Why they held onto it? That's why I said the county council was in the studio. They were sitting and I told them they are totally bulldog. They only bow whoa on cat. But when Raj show their face, they run away.
Do nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So we prevail on the superintendent. The superintendent must give us the document. LIB NJ, in fact, as we speak, the Senate, I think that document was just, that link was just shared. The Senate is inviting LIB NJ for questioning. Mr. Wright, did you see that? Did you see that post? I think I will share that, right?
Even Zaza read something in a regard where people they should be transparent to post things that are.
So, I mean, that's it. Back to you, Emmanuel.
Sorry, I will keep myself on mute. I'm sorry. So listen to that part. Me get and read it to you very quick. It gave them when they should meet. It spell out when they should meet and how they should do the reporting. It spell out in the county in the local government act. Now the problem that I got that I'm not saying the local government is right. I'm not saying they are right, but the point is the legislature already took out their own teeth, so they can't chew. You understand? Yeah, you sat there and say, just read the whole of chapter 2, and look at the power of the local council. Look at it and read it. So let me just go back to the part we're talking about right now, where it stated when it's supposed to be meeting. Okay, it said June 30, according to the local government act, monitoring. They said the plan will be monitored through the following scheduled activities: semi-annual reporting completed by June 30th.
Is there anyone who can put that up while you're reading it?
I'm trying to. Sheku supposed to have it. Sheku, do you have it? I'm reading from.
You can send it to him.
I'm reading from phase 2. Okay, let me send it to him. But let me see. I'm reading from phase 2 because it got 2 phases. It got phase 1, which is year 1 to year 10, and phase 2, I think, year 6 to year 10. Excuse me, year 1 to year 5, and then year 6 to year 10. The second part I want to talk about is talk about monitoring. So in the monitoring, talk about June 30 and December 31. Each year, the county council is supposed to make report to the citizen. Anything that they talk about over the time, they say, Mr. Wright was conducting or county something, and you call our me, and this happened, this. Like for instance, the issue of the forest that came out, right? At the end of the year, according to the law, the superintendent will come to the county and say, the forest that went on this way, NL, is supposed to make report to us by December 31, according to the county act. Even the money we're talking about right now, after they had a meeting and they agreed, they're supposed to report by June 30th or by December 31. They're supposed to tell us how everything is done. It's spelled out in this thing. This document is well prepared. My only problem is that there is no space for that issue of accountability. About the space for accountability is not there, because the legislature who was supposed to enforce the accountability, who was supposed to call the people to order, they are not involved in any way. Mr. Wright, how is that possible? The people are not involved in any way. Read through the document. The only place you hear the legislature involvement is in chapter 2 and D. 2.2D, where it says the only time legislature are involved is that when it comes to permit and licenses, the legislature will debate on how the local government should go ahead with giving permit and licenses. That's the only involvement. Read the entire thing. The only thing here legislature say approve the count. Where is it? D. It say authorize the issuance of certain licenses and operating permit as designated by the legislature. Come on, read through the entire thing. That's your legislature again. So whether they spending money, they buying money, they making money, whatever they do, legislature not involved. So the legislature thought that when they give you permit, that the forestry that happening right now. But I think when they say, the superintendent gave the forest out to people, legislature had the right to talk, because that's what the law said they should do. Because the forest has to do a permit, it has to do a lesson. But other than that, whether they buy a transformer, they buy an airplane, they're not your business. What the law say, and you agree, you sign it.
But yeah, my question: if the citizen were not doing wolf crying, and it was not about money, would we be here? Would the lawmaker be here talking about oversight power? or this whole thing is about money? Who receiving money? Who spending money? Is it that the main issue involved in this case?
If I can come in, maybe.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's because of money. I don't think it's because of money. I think what I see is that those who signed it at first did not read through it to know where the loopholes are. You know what I'm saying? Because there are many things that are happening in the local government act. And if they were not going to come up, we're not going to know about it. So it's just even the forestry act, not the forestry, the forest, the land that we talk about that was in the past. It's because people complain. The lawmaker read all of these things. And if you remember, Mr. Wright, I know why you're on the show, where the superintendent were telling people to poke gates everywhere. And when we questioned the superintendent on the show, on the very show, Sheku were here, the superintendent said, I am given the authority by the local government act to do it. So lawmaker can't tell me how to do it, how to run my county. Sheku, you're on the show right when he said it. Well,
But
why you reinstalling the gate? So,
but
Mr. Smith, the issue is not so much about money, but the issue is because we give too much authority without monitoring. So
but here would be my concern. If this local government act and the decentralization will work, then you have to make the council and the superintendent ready to do their job. Otherwise, the executive will take some of that power away from the local. I thought the whole decentralization is to give power back to the local county.
Although it's to give power back, Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
The local government is the extension of the executive.
Okay.
So the Constitution tell the executive how to function and tell the legislature how to function. So you can't say the president can do this thing as head of the executive, and the legislature are allowed to monitor him, but when the superintendent acting, the legislature are not allowed to monitor him. So in other words, the way looking, if you are not careful, any kind of cunning president will do things to the local government.
Because he gives them
because you give them all the power. Now the president can't do it, but the local government can do it. Because what I say, that's a mistake.
No, you see, I don't know if I agree with that argument.
To an extent,
I don't know if I agree with the argument.
When he it's crossfire still, right?
The law
what would I do is Zaza. Think about it like this, brother. It is the president that puts in place people like local authority, like superintendent, council members on that end. So you gotta be careful when it comes to trickery. If it's a tricky president, he can try to attempt to use his side or people who he has influence over. That all Zaza is saying. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, but you know, it's like we can't be working backwards, because that's what, if we follow Zaza's argument, that's what we're going. That's what we'll be implying, and we don't want to imply that. And yes, why I say that. Over the decades, we said we have traveled, we have lived in foreign lands, we have worked in foreign lands, and we see the level of decentralization. We see the impact that decentralization has on not only just the development of the locality, but on the people themselves. How it built nationalism within the population. Because look, Legend, if you, for example, you live in let's say in a place, let me make my own self. I live in a locality where I pay my HOA. It's homeowner association fees. I pay it. Apart from my property, I have stake in the larger community because I pay for the loans, right? Because it is my money, that HOA fee that it takes to pay the loan companies come and mow the grass. Those that clear the streets. If there's a crack in the sidewalk, my HOA fee help to pay for that. So I am giving that power. I am vested in the well-being of my community. Now imagine his son Joe Blow are living in Virginia. So I'm gonna make that example. Imagine son Joe Blow in Richmond have to make that decision. You think he's gonna come here? You never go into my community, you'll never come and see it. Because he's so occupied with so many things to do with a larger Virginia. So the local asset, right? The argument Zaza, our thing Zaza will be making was, let's focus on those that are entrusted with that responsibility, right, Legend? So me, in my community, now, if I am not doing well in my community, if I'm not holding my SOA administration feet to the fire, then you say, but something is wrong. Something is wrong with the picture. Let's see how we can fix it locally. But don't complain and say, you messed up. There's a regret. No, don't do that. Because
I think you were just signing your caveat. I get your point. Your points are valid. I think you were just signing your caveat.
So we cannot be making an argument. Let's look at the people who are in charge locally and say, what are you doing with this law? Are you messing with it, or are you making it? Are you improving it?
Yeah.
Because every law are not written in stone. Let's identify what the fault line is, and then we can now go and say and fix that fault line to improve upon it. That's what we do.
And the superintendent and the lawmaker has that power to call people to question them in plenary. Why they can't do that?
They can do that. That's how you fix it. Yeah. That's how you fix the law.
Yeah.
That's how you improve the law. That's how you do all of that. But to say no, it was wrong for to do that. If you give so much, no. Let's not make the argument. That is not where we want to go. We don't want to go because that for me is regression. We don't want to regress. We want to move forward. We want to move forward. And
they get a lot of good parts. They get a lot of positive parts in that document. A lot of good things in that document. So why they want to take it? They get a lot of good stuff to work with.
We should not be doing that at all. We should not. Let's look at how we can improve on the law. Let's not take it back because it was set up back decades again. Right. I'm telling you, man. Look, Mr. Smith, you're coming. The LGA is a very beautiful law. If you read through it, you will love it because that's that decentralization in play right there. It gives people the authority. They give people the ownership. The ownership. Look, what we should be talking about now is the election of our local leaders. That's how we should improve that LGA. Let's start pressuring the legislature and say you must empower the local authority, the local people to elect their own leaders.
The good thing here, Mr. Right? The good thing here, Mr. Right? Even the council members will be elected. I mean, there are times we finish. I think they serve for 4 years. After 4 years, they're supposed to send new council members, and then from the same entities, so that they go there and see how best they can have election and more themselves again. All right. Yes. So those people who are there now, who feeling that they are Congolo, they can't come in where their own authority. And the town are coming now where they're supposed to be sitting now to make decisions on the county, that the town now they will not be able to make any decision on the county or county activities again. They are causing the problem. And for me, yesterday I told them, I said, you people who door, you are just B. You all can be backing, but as soon as they rush it, then you run away. And that's how they are. But no, I mean, we got 3 minutes to go. I wish we had all the time here.
I sent you a document from the CSO, man. I wanted to put us so we could look at it.
Mr. Ray, how long will it take to verify the cause of the generator? Why is it taking so long to verify the cause? The lawmaker can do it, or someone locally can do it. Why is it taking so long to verify the cause?
I think Sheku was saying he didn't want to go too much into
the transformer, not the generator.
The transformer. Yeah. Why is it taking so long to verify the cause? That could solve the problem.
No, Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
The transformer doesn't have a fake price. It depends on the vendor. So they would, even if you check it up, and they will say from between
to be given.
Yeah, so maybe they'll take it from 5,000 to 8,000. They don't have a specific price to say, 500 kVA is exactly $300. It's not like that. The prices varies. So it depends where you're getting it from.
So, but the problem the people seems to be hitting the superintendent that the money is so much that the amount should be much smaller than 400,000. So if I were the superintendent, I try to solve this problem. I mean, some vendor can have variety of prices. If whoever made a deal for the transformer can come out and say, "Oh, the vendor give it to me. It was 400,000, but they give it to me for 387,000." Where would we be in the matter? I mean, it's just about figure.
No, I think the real argument here is that amount should not be expensed without the involvement of the PPCC.
Oh, so it's not the amount. It's just I thought you said PPCC were involved. Now it's PPCC not involved.
If they are involved, where's the document? That the question people asking, where's the document? If they are involved, because it's only a letter. How
so we're all going?
PPCC can, Mr. Smith, anytime you ask PPCC, say, I want buy share for Smith. They say, okay, how much for it? You say, $900. They say, but $900, who you buying it from? You say, I'm buying it from SHEKU. You say, no. Maybe SHEKU that your brother. So you know what happened? Let us Legend. Let us Mr. Right. Let us that. Let all of them come and pay for the money here. How can you choose your own person? Maybe that your brother, you want to share the money here. So to avoid it, that's why they say when the money big, let PPCC come in, then people come. SHEKU will come with a price. Mr. Smith come with no price. Then now we evaluate all the prices and the person who win the day.
So PPCC said they were not involved in this whole transaction, and they're supposed to be involved.
We have not heard from them, but there's no letter.
We haven't heard from PPCC yet.
But there's no
we haven't heard
the
from
whole thing is
PPCC yet.
in secrecy.
Yes.
Why all this secrecy?
Why all the secrecy? Why? And look, and Zaza, I love the question you asked. So I was, guys, I'm sorry because I had an emergency. I had to run.
No, go for it.
I was going and I was listening to you asking the senator the question. A very important question. This document came before you, and you didn't tell me you didn't see it. You didn't peruse it. These are the exposure the guy going to have coming on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you want to ask you this question. I'm telling you, I had a lot of stuff to ask to Senator Dennis. A lot.
Why now?
Senator Dennis was the chairperson on banking and currency. Do y'all know Senator Dennis was supposed to print? He was adamant about printing 35 billion Liberian dollars, my people. In 2019, 35 billion Liberian dollars. The central banking and Tony said, no, it's not correct. You're going to cause inflation. All the news portals said, no, don't do it. It will not serve the economy right. You're just coming in power. Senator Dennis said he was doing it to fix the economy. IMF came to him and said, no, this is not the right thing to do because you will cause inflation. Right? It was on the last minute time he got pressure, and then he reversed his course. But he was so adamant that printing 35 billion Liberian dollars was the right thing to
do. Just as he signed the local government act.
Yes.
And then today he's speaking out.
And today you want to, that my puppet, but I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You yourself got your own history. And then you say, the man, they didn't make the wrong decision, and this and now you get a man blank check. But you were about to give the CDC government a blank check of $35 billion, my friend. You were about to do so. And you're going to record right here.
So, Mr. Rice, what that brings to my mind, there are a lot of questions. I see some of my people. And second, let me just get over there. I see Senator on a lot of platforms providing clarity today, but he had all 6 years to do those things. Now they are out of power. He's trying to provide clarity because the people are coming after him when he had done all of these things. So people should be proactive when they are in power, not when they are out and they are chasing them. That's all it is.
Yes. That is exactly my point. Let me tell you, the superintendent might make any mistake. But let me tell you, Mr. Smith, you see why America is strong? Because anything can be president. I mean, anything, not just him or you, anything can be president in America, the law will hold you. the guardrails they put in place, it will hold you. In Liberia, because we are not at that level, don't just sign any document into law.
No.
Now you complain with the local government wrong, but did you read through the document? The authorization you get, did you read it? You say some school say, my picking, I give you $400 go to school.
Can we go? It's time.
Yeah,
Can we go?
All right, man. Let everybody get that.
We'll be bringing food on the show, so to stop people from going home.
The substance it keep coming out.
All right, let's get close, man.
Well, it was a highly spirited show, and I enjoy being on the platform. Thankfully, I can speak. The last 3 days it was tough. It's our cold season, but thankfully we are back and we are vibrant, and we appreciate the platform. We got to keep going and we'll keep growing.
Sure. So I look forward to having you back tomorrow as well, Mrs. Zaza.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's a pleasure being here always. Like I always say, I got something from Taylor Time. He said, words, not bullet, even though he brought bullet. But later on, he said, words, not bullet. So, guys, let's keep talking. No need to attack, no need to fight. Let's just point out the facts, and then we'll correct it and we'll make our country better. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Zaza. Mr. Smith, the veteran.
It was a good show. We need to press them more, not only what they're giving us, but what we think is the discrepancy in the statement. If we can do that, they will think twice before coming on the show. But we want to balance it. Sometimes they give good information, but sometimes there are other questions to counter them when they give a question that on our minds. Oh, let me ask them the question. And it looked to now we have one of those issues I wanted to ask him, but then he have to leave. So we have to do that. People will respect us for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Because,
thank you.
Because we always represent the people,
Yes, that's right. That's right. And I like that point you raised. This is why we say we're back to differ. We're on the same page with you, but on the other issue, we gotta take another side. You know what I mean? We beg to differ. That's what we're saying on the show. We'll call you here. We'll give you the platform. We'll give you the courtesy to state what is on your mind, and we agree with you. But if it need be, we will differ with you, and that's what we need to do. Thanks to all my fellow panelists, and thanks to our host, Mr. SHEKU Kuruman. We look forward to be back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. USA time. Help me out with the time. It's at 9 o'clock Liberia, right? That's what it is? Yes, that's what it is. So SHEKU's back to you guys. It was a great show. Thank you.
Thank you, my people. Bye-bye. That's all the time we have to be here. And we'd like to say thank you to all of you.